What is a deceptive cadence in pop music? Have you ever listened to a song and felt a sudden twist in the melody that caught you off guard? That surprise often comes from a technique known as a deceptive cadence. So, what exactly is a deceptive cadence in pop music? Let's break it down. A deceptive cadence is a musical trick that creates a sense of surprise and keeps the listener engaged. It usually starts like a typical cadence, which is a musical phrase that resolves to a main chord. However, instead of landing on the expected chord, it takes an unexpected turn. This often involves moving from the dominant chord to a different chord instead of the tonic. In pop music, this technique is particularly effective. When you hear a cadence, you might expect it to resolve to the tonic chord, giving you a feeling of closure. But with a deceptive cadence, that expectation is flipped on its head. For example, instead of resolving to the tonic, it might resolve to the submediant chord, which shares some notes with the tonic. This creates a sense of tension and anticipation that can be resolved later in the song. Musicians often use deceptive cadences to add variety and keep their songs interesting. Instead of concluding a verse or chorus on the expected chord, they might use a deceptive cadence to transition into a different section of the song, like a bridge. This technique is especially popular in pop music, where maintaining listener interest is key. To apply a deceptive cadence, musicians can experiment with different chord progressions. For instance, moving from the dominant chord to the submediant can create that surprise while still keeping a connection to the tonic. This approach allows musicians to craft unique musical stories that capture the audience's attention. In summary, a deceptive cadence is a clever way to surprise listeners and add dynamic interest to pop music. By breaking the typical resolution pattern, musicians can create memorable melodies that keep audiences engaged from start to finish. So, the next time you hear a song that takes an unexpected turn, you might just be experiencing the magic of a deceptive cadence.